Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good day to you all, anywhere you may be joining us from all over the world. This is TOSJOHN Consulting, your strategic business growth support partner. So, happy new month, anywhere you may be all over the world. So, we are back again with science videos. We've promised you on this YouTube channel that we'll always be showing up to give you up or you like our videos and share with other business owners around you. So as you can see from the topic of our streaming today, it is May 2026 tax deadlines every Nigerian business must not miss. Compliance is now an asset. Compliance now protects you. So you as a business owner, you must ensure that you meet all the tax deadlines. Before the deadlines, you must be able to file your pay as you earn, your value added tax, your withholding tax, of course, for limited liability companies, your company income tax. So you must be able to ensure all these filings are done before the deadlines because penalties is now high. Penalty is now very 26 because of the new tax reform laws that is in operation now. And of course, we are still coming back to bring you video on the new tax platform, that's Rev 360, which is replacing the Tax Pro Max. So if you know about the Tax Pro Max, you will know that there's a transition that is going on now. As at yesterday, the Rev 360 is already live with the Nigerian Revenue Service. Of course, the Rev 360 is to conform with the Nigerian tax reform law that is in place now. So please, if you are joining us live now, please give this video a thumbs up to our YouTube channel and share with other business owners around you. So January, we brought you tax, deadlines that you must not miss. February, we're here, also March, April, and of course, this is May. So we are always showing up here to give you updates on all your compliances. So the May 2026 tax deadlines, every Nigerian business must not miss is the live streaming of today's video. So if you're a business owner in Nigeria, hope you are aware that just missing one tax deadline can lead to a huge penalties for you. There's a high interest now, and there's unnecessary stress with regulatory authorities if you miss any of the tax deadlines. So in this video, we'll be walking you through the major May 2026 tax deadlines every Nigerian business owner must not miss. So you need to stay with us to the end of this video because we'll be sharing with you a practical compliance tips that can save you. So we'll also be showing you how to avoid unnecessary. So we'll also be showing you how to avoid unnecessary stress and issues with the Nigerian Revenue Service or any of the regulatory authorities. So the most important thing is that you stay aware of all these tax deadlines and you are able to file before the due date. So this May 2026 tax deadline every Nigerian business must not miss is the title of this video, as we have told you earlier on. So we are of this video as we have told you earlier on. So we are TOSJOHN Consulting, your trusted partner for accounting. So business. So if this is your first time of joining us on this YouTube channel, please make sure you subscribe to our video, our channel, like this video, and of course turn on your notification bell, because we are always visible on this YouTube channel and dish out practical, insightful, valuable videos that can help you. So section number 1 in this video is your pay as you earn. The first major deadline is pay as you earn. That's your payee for employees in paid employment, and of course this is an obligation of the employers to ensure that they file their employees pay as you earn before the deadline. So if you have pay as you earn before the deadline. So if you have employees, taxes deducted from staff salaries for April 2026 must be remitted on or before the 10th of May 2026. So failure to remit your pay as you earn, and we've said it on this YouTube channel, that it is a state that your staff is resident. That is where their pay as you earn will be remitted to. So for example, if you have like 10 staff, 5 is residing in Lagos and 5 is residing in Ogun State. So you have 10 staff in total. All the 10 staffs, you cannot remit all their pay as you earn to LIRS, which is Lagos State Internal Revenue Service. You have to remit 5 which are residents in Lagos to Lagos State Internal Revenue Service, and the other 5 that are residing in Ogun State to Ogun State Internal Revenue Service. So that is how pay as you earn is being remitted. It is not where the company is located that you will remit the pay as you earn. It is where the staff is resident that you will remit the pay as you earn. So this is a quick information. Always reconcile your payroll before remittance to avoid errors with employees' tax record. And of course, before you can remit the staff pay as you earn, they must have a functional tax identification number of the relevant state where they are residents. This is very important. So in section number 2 is value added tax deadlines. So this value added tax is very important. It's popularly known as VAT. All VAT returns for April 2026 are due on or before the 25th. That's 21 of May 2026. So all your sales transactions, all your invoices to your customers that you have issued. So if those customers, you've charged them VAT on their invoice, you must ensure that those VAT is remitted on or before 21 of this May 2026. So you must remember, even if your business made no sales or transactions, you are still expected to file, or you don't even have any transaction to file for, you are still expected to file a nil return on your tax portal. It is very important. If you leave it on file, there will be penalty. So in section number 3, before we move to section number 3, you need to take note of this for your value-added tax. Late VAT filing can result in penalties and unnecessary compliance issues with the Nigerian Revenue Service, NRS. So in section number 3 is withholding tax deadlines. So if your business deducts withholding tax from suppliers, from vendors, from contractors, or consultants in April 2026, those deductions must also be remitted on or before 21st of May 2026. So many businesses forget these obligations, especially the SMEs, but failure to comply can create tax liabilities during tax audits, and you don't want to see yourself being entangled with issues with the Nigerian Revenue Service. So number 4 is pension contributions. So many companies, especially the SMEs, the small businesses, are not compliant with these pension contributions. So employees are also expected to remit, employers are expected to remit pension contribution not later than 7 working days after salary payment. Once you have 5 staff in your paid employment, you are expected to enroll them to the pension contribution. You need to register your company with pension contribution, and all those 5 staffs, you must remit pension for them with their pension ID number. So this is very important. So consistent pension compliance protects both the employer and employees from future legal and financial issues. So in section number 5, we have the NSITF and ITF obligations. So businesses should also ensure that their NSITF and industrial training funds obligations are up to date. You must ensure that all these are up to date. So these compliance are especially important when bidding for contracts, applying for grants, or undergoing corporate audit. So it's obligations for all businesses. So in section number 6, we have companies income tax. So another important reminder, company income tax filing is generally due 6 months after your company's financial year end. For example, the regular accounting year end is January to December. So from January to December, which is 12 calendar months, is your accounting year end. So the Nigerian Revenue Service, so you must file your company income tax on for 6 months after your accounting year end. So if your company's year end falls around November, your filing deadlines may be in May 2026. Of course, 6 months after your accounting year end, on or before. Is not that it must reach that 6 months. It is within that 6 months. You have your first month, second month, third month, fourth month, fifth month, and 6 months is the deadline. Once you miss that 6 months, there is heavy penalty waiting for you, and we don't want that for your business. That is why we are always here showing up to give you all this information. So if you are watching us for the first time, we are the voice of business owners, entrepreneurs, SMEs, and professionals all over the world. So please do well to give this video a thumbs up, like our video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and share with other business owners around you. So please don't wait until the last minute. Every preparation help avoid penalties, errors, and issues with the regulatory authorities. So moving on this live streaming section number 7, consequences of not. So the consequences of not filing your tax, or you are ignoring the tax deadline. Number 1, you have your penalties. There's a heavy penalty for you. There's interest charges, and these interests are high. There's tax audits, there's business restrictions, there's loss of contracts and opportunity. So tax compliance is no longer optional for serious businesses in Nigeria, and of course any part of the world. There are taxes that are meant to be complied with. In section number 8, we have professional advice. So in most of all our videos, when we dish them out to you, they are practical videos, and we also give you a practical solutions to all these tax compliances. So to stay compliances, here is our professional advice. You need to keep a proper accounting records. If you don't have records, there will be a problem in you complying to all these taxes. Then number 2, you need to reconcile your payroll monthly. Then number 3, you need to file your taxes early. And number 4, you need to use tax platform. Of course, there's a transition from tax promas to Ref 360 as we speak. In fact, as of yesterday, is already live. So if you are not aware of this, we are bringing you this update, and we are still coming with a video on this Ref 360 transition from tax promas to Ref 360 from the Nigeria Revenue Service. Then you need to work with a qualified professionals. We are a qualified professional, your strategic business growth support partner. So you can partner with us. Let's partner with you to make your business stay compliant, avoid issues with the regulatory authorities. So here is the action plan from TOSJOHN Consulting. You need to contact us, reach out to us on all your business compliances. At TOSJOHN Consulting, we help businesses with tax filing, VAT and PAYE compliance, CAC compliance, accounting services, tax service, payroll management, of course, Ref 360 support, because there's a transition from tax formats to Ref 360, and there's business advisory services, your audit services. Of course, we are your external auditor, we are your tax consultant, we are your professional business compliance consultant. So please reach out to us on any aspect of your business that you want us to partner with you for growth. So if you need help staying in compliance, please contact us today. So if you found this video very helpful, valuable, important, please give us a thumbs up, a like on this video, share and subscribe to TOSJOHN Consulting, this YouTube channel. So thank you for watching. So we see you in another live streaming session. Bye for now.